is expected later on today. We want to talk about that, how the budget folds into the state of the state, and what we do moving forward. Joining us back in the studio, Kevin McMahon from Trinity College. And I will start there. The budget proposal underway. The governor expected to give his state of the state later on today. How does he get Connecticut as a whole on board with his agenda?
Well, you know, state of the states or state of the unions are generally sort of this to-do or wish list, if you will, right? This is what we want. This is what we hope to achieve in a legislative session. It seems like he has several proposals, you know, led by this toll proposal for trucks-only tolls. So this is what he wants, and whether he'll get it, you know, obviously is a question.
You brought it up, so we'll touch upon tolls next. I was saying to you earlier this morning, sometimes it feels like a politician can get branded off the bat. When I meet people on the street and they're talking about the governor, the first thing they talk to me about is tolls. Is that a blessing? Is it a curse? Does it help him, hurt him?
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting comment about, you know, being branded as a toll governor, if you will. At the same time, if you listened last night to the response to President Trump from the Michigan governor, she was really focusing on, she talked about potholes, right, and fixing the roads. So these are issues that can really help everyday life, you know, whether it's education or roads, that it makes life easier. Certainly there needs to be an investment in roads and bridges here in Connecticut. The question is paying for it, right? And those are controversial questions. People, you know, tolls tend to be seen as user fees, right? That if you use the road, or specifically trucks in this case, you pay the fee. But people are obviously concerned that it would expand from trucks to cars and easily increase, and you know, is that the way they want to go? Do they want to be spending more of their dollars on tolls? Another
issue that we hear a lot about from viewers at home, marijuana, legalizing marijuana in Connecticut. Pros and cons of that. What is that picture looking like?
Yeah, I mean, a number of these proposals, right, dealing with sports betting, marijuana, these are legalized in neighboring states, whether it's in terms of marijuana in Massachusetts, and in terms of sports betting, most prominently in New Jersey, you know, close by state. So why not take advantage? You know, if you're looking for more revenue, why not take advantage of these new ideas? Given that both Massachusetts and New Jersey on those two issues are raising revenue.
We have seen such an incredible divide at the national level, most recently last night with the State of the Union address. Democrats on one side, Republicans on another side. There seems to be no room for compromise. Yeah. If we localize that and we look at right here in Connecticut, I know health care is a huge issue that people would like to see some kind of traction on. In this divided time, can these two parties find a way to get anything done?
Well, in the case of Connecticut, given the nature of the legislature, you don't need both parties, right? If the governor and the Democratic legislature agree on something, they can pass a proposal. So part of what's going on in terms of the political polarization nationwide is that states are becoming either red states or blue states. Obviously, Connecticut is a blue state, so really it's just about the Democrats deciding, if they're unified, on what way forward on whatever the issue.
Despite any hard feelings with the Republicans, we appreciate your time and insight this morning.